Ah, o que eu queria personalizar não consigo, pássaro. Eu queria colocar silenciador numas armas que eu não consigo colocar e pintar de outra cor, tô de boa. A arma tem que ser preta. Posso pintar a sniper pra deixar ela preta. Isso é uma boa... uma boa. Ô louco, Demetrius. Sky, obrigado pelo follow, seja bem-vindo. Vamos chegando, galera.
A member of the intel unit has gotten a lead on the epidemic that's crippling Mother Base. The problem is, our man has been captured by the PF in his operation area. He's being held at the guard post on the western end of the mine. Boss, we need you to get him out ASAP. Right now, he's our only link to the root cause of the epidemic.
Puta que pariu, vambora, galera.
Analysis complete. Analysis complete. Analysis complete. Analysis complete. Analysis complete.
Caraca, minha base tá perdendo level, cara. Vambora, galera. Tem que ser rápido.
That's where the target is being held.
Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated.
Lá.
Analysis complete. Analysis complete. The map has been updated. Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated. Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated.
Vambora, cara!
Development complete. Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated.
Vambora, cara!
He's coming too. Roger Roger that.
Analysis.
Nossa, que é isso aqui, cara?
Subject on board. Meet the rest of us.
Com licença, comandante. O agente Soldier
Boss got an
continua
emergency
Caraca, 7 de 9, cara!
fled the guard post heading northwest. The prisoner at the
Muita calma nessa hora, mais um mês, comandante. 7 de 9, quase 24 capa prides, my friend. Seja bem-vindo. Quem tá chegando agora com 7 de 9, a nossa Mother Base está sofrendo uma epidemia tipo coronavírus, galera. Uma galera tá se fudendo aqui na nossa Mother Base e a gente tá louco tentando descobrir uma forma de saber como isso aí começou a acontecer, né? E o que tá acontecendo, como que eles estão sendo infectados, galera. Chega junto, 7 de 9. Obrigado pelo suporte, vambora, galera.
wheel appears to be the target. The escape on his own. The target is no longer at the designated position. Find that vehicle fast.
Fuck.
Development project. The map has been updated.
Boss, did you see that explosion? There's smoke. The target's crashed his vehicle.
Que isso,
Bring the
cara?
enemy down on him in no time. The target's in danger. Get to the scene of the crash.
Mano, eu quase fui pego por mina terrestre, galera. Mas o domínio não me deixou sofrer dano.
Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated. Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated. Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated. Analysis complete. Analysis complete.
Where's the target? Has to be around there somewhere.
Enemy presence analysis. The map has been analysis.
Cara aqui, brother!
That's the target. He's still breathing.
Has been up to support
That's fine.
helicopter requested.
I'll send the chopper. Get the target to the RV.
Mission info has been updated. Enemy analysis complete. The map has been updated.
Bora, galera. Cara, aquela granada foi certeira pra caralho. Esse cara pode ter informações, galera.
Has been updated.
This is Pequot. Have arrived at coming too. Roger that.
Enemy presence detected. Support helicopter has arrived.
You gotta extract him.
Support helicopter has arrived.
The target is badly wounded. You'll have to get him out by chopper. Can you carry him?
Support helicopter clouds approaching. Support helicopter has arrived. Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated. Exfiltrated.
That's it. You've made it out of the hot zone. No No sign of the enemy. Mission complete, boss.
Caraca, vamos para cá. E aí, o lobo! Meu Deus do céu, cara. Esse cara pode conter informações de como essa epidemia começou, galera. Quem tá chegando agora, sejam bem-vindos, vambora.
Extraction arrived at Mother Base.
All right, mission complete, boss. Maybe you'll actually break a sweat next time, huh? Boss, the intel team member you extracted was DOA. He kept insisting we listen, right up until his last breath, about the pathogen, and the old man who knows how to treat it. Code talker. He even told us where he is. Boss, let's make sure his death was the last. It's high time we met this code talker.
Bora, galera.
Mission
Boss,
list updated.
you need to make contact with Code Talker, the old man who knows what the pathogen is. We have to stop this disease that's spreading across Mother Base. Select the mission on your iDroid.
Caraca, brother.
Please select a mission.
Code Talker. Faça contato e extraia Code Talker, o velho que sabe como tratar o patógeno que está afetando a Mother Base. Além da força privada local estar guardando a mansão onde ele se encontra, uma força não identificada foi observada operando na área.
Mission accepted. Deploying.
Caraca! Perfil resetado com sucesso, lobo! Exclamação dog tag, my friend.
Boss, make contact with the old man known as Code Talker. According to the intel team member you extracted, he knows what the epidemic is and how to treat it. You'll find him in a mansion deep in the valley beyond the forest. He's a high-value target who's probably involved with Cypher's research. This information came at a heavy price, and you convince security on site is gonna be tight. Watch yourself out there, all right?
Bora, galera!
Make contact with the target, Code Talker, and if the treatment requires it, extract him to Mother Base.
The map has been updated.
Be careful down there, boss.
Caraca, brother! Caraca, eu tô ligado, Shadowhunter. Eu vou te chamar de lobo agora, né? Shit happens, né? Shit happens, my friend. Música do Pônei Maldito, barrado, exatamente. Vamos atrás desse Code Talker, galera. Quem já sabe, não fale. O cara que pode ter a cura para o vírus que está assolando a Mother Base. Devia ter pego o carro, né?
No sign of the enemy. Judging from security in the area, I'd expect to see a patrol by now. Missed. Have a bad feeling about this.
Calma aí, galera. Deixa eu ler uma parada aqui, ó. Ler não, escutar. A unidade névoa.
Guys, what about the unit that attacked us in the mist? You knew something about them.
That wasn't my first run-in with them. It happened right before I was captured by the Soviets. We were on the zero line that day, the Afghan side. On our way back from training the Mujahideen at a mountain camp in Kunar province. There's a lot of that work in Afghanistan. Most PFs shy away from it because it draws too much attention. But for us, that was the whole point. The job itself went great. We just had to make it back to a tribal area in Pakistan. But all of a sudden, visibility got real bad. It was no sandstorm. Our point man gave this strange report. He said he could see skulls in the mist.
Skulls?
The next moment, he went silent. We scrambled into formation, right before his arms and legs came raining down on us. It was always supposed to be a dangerous mission, so I had Diamond Dog's very best with me. We were calling out to each other. But one by one, the voices just went dead. Whatever happened to me, I lost consciousness before I knew it. When I came to, I was in a Soviet camp, tied to an interrogation chair.
Could they be some new Spetsnaz unit?
No. The ones that interrogated me were just the average rank and file. Whatever group attacked us, the way they moved was just insane. And that mist, appearing out of nowhere. The Soviets don't have tech like that.
If they did, Ocelot would have heard about it.
I doubt the West does either. Otherwise, the folks at Langley would be sleeping a lot easier.
Why'd they come after you?
Wish I knew. I'm the only one who survived. Though I don't think they planned it that way. If I was their target, they wouldn't have just handed me over to the 40th Army. Whatever the case, we need to watch our step until we know who they really are. And boss, if you ever do run into them again, don't try to take them on. You just get the hell out of there. When I first started dealing with Zero, with Cypher, it was a somewhat parasitic relationship. Though, a mutually beneficial one. Cypher had no army of their own, so they wanted us. They wanted our strength. They approached me as a potential business partner.
But they had other motives.
Cypher coaxed us into Central America, into that US-Soviet proxy war, to fuel Mother Base's growth. Once we were big enough, they'd force us to join them. That was the plan.
That's why they had Paz, still Zeke.
Right. And if we refused, she would use Zeke to fire a nuke from Mother Base. The world would consider us a liability, and countries would unite to destroy us.
We stopped the launch.
And yet they still took us down. Through that fake inspection they orchestrated to cover up their sabotage. That power Cypher wanted. We don't have it anymore. So why are they still after you? Is it just the fear of leaving you alive?
I don't know. Was Zero really... All I know is the man I knew wouldn't want this.
What do you mean?
We have to consider that it might not be Zero we're dealing with.
We know virtually nothing about Cypher anymore. How big they've gotten, what they want, or even who they really are. The new Mother Base started out as a test drilling rig operated by a mineral resources supplier, but their project fell through. The Seychelles government was happy to hand the place over to us.
Calma lá, galera.
It's just scrap on stilts. So with a few dummy construction companies set up as fronts, we started renovating the half-finished rig. From the outside, it looked like the project was back on rails.
Kaz, you...
What?
I see what you're doing. Recreating the Mother Base we had 9 years ago. Only this time.
That's right. The Mother Base Cypher thought they destroyed will return from the grave to kill them. We'll prove to the world that we were the victors.
And if we lose again?
They can't fool us the same way twice. Now our enemies are in plain sight. And when our organization gets too big, we split it across companies. Any company that draws attention gets liquidated, and its capital is back-channeled into a new company. Most PFs are small-time operations anyway. And in this business,
The minnows go bankrupt all the time. We've never aroused suspicion. Plus, we have 𝐒𝐿𝐹.
Buick?
Human Exploitation Company. It's a business specializing in intel gathering. Think of it as a civilian intelligence agency.
Cause that's...
Remember what they were trying to accomplish at the prison facility in Cuba? That gave me the idea. We dispatch moles into conflict zones around the world, and each sets up an intel network on site. Then they stay in place to give us stable points of contact when other nations intervene in the conflicts. 𝐒𝐿𝐹's strength is that it has a cutout at each level. You get your job from one guy, then you hand it off to another. No one has direct access. It's a perfect black box. 𝐒𝐿𝐹 members also work their way into the superpowers intelligence agencies to make sure Diamond Dogs gets work. We have those countries by the balls. That's our deterrent when we need it.
networking. In the intelligence community?
Sure, that's how we've grown this far. And when you go out on missions, intel from 𝐒𝐿𝐹 will be there to back you up. But despite all that, Cypher has its eyes on us. The only reason I'm not dead is that they needed to know where you were. Figured if you woke up, I'd go straight to you.
That's why you made that ruckus at the zero line.
Yeah, to make their own surveillance work against them. I think it took some of the heat off Cyprus.
Cause,
Then I just had to wait for you to save me. And I've gotten used to waiting.
cause,
That's not all. It was a good chance to scout the market. And with the West wanting the Soviets out of Afghanistan, their agencies are bursting at the seams with funding. Boss, let's start by building up our Afghan presence.
Vamos lá,
I
galera.
put Mother Base in the Seychelles.
We're at the center of the world here.
We're all the way out in the Indian Ocean.
Come on. Lebanon, Sri Lanka, East Timor, and Africa. From here, our reach extends to conflict zones the world over, including Afghanistan, of course.
So it's prime real estate for a mercenary.
Exactly. Latin America isn't as close as I'd like, but we have Amanda and her people to help in that department. And besides, the Seychelles government owes us a favor.
Owes us.
The Seychelles has strong ties to the east, which the West wanted to shake up. It came to a head 3 years ago in an attempted coup. It was a force of South African mercenaries with U.S. backing behind the scenes. They were only platoon size, but South Africa is home to some heavy PFs. Too much for the Seychelles to handle. In the end, they accepted help from the Tanzanian army and quelled the coup. We set up the deal and handled on-site tactical instruction. That led to some training work for the Seychelles military. And when we put down a mutiny within their forces, well, we made a lot of people happy. They don't pay us. They just let us have a piece of their offshore territory on the promise we'll come running if something else happens.
So we're bodyguards, too.
It's a good setup. We can only take Mother Base so far here. We'll have to find somewhere else when this place starts getting big.
Aren't you being a little hasty?
Nothing hasty about it. You're back with us now.
Penúltimo, galera.
Cause, the ship that took us from Cyprus, it used to be a whaler.
Yeah, a Japanese vessel. How was the voyage?
It was... stimulating.
Well, she was part of a whaling fleet up until a few years ago. Her displacement isn't anything to write home about, but she can really move. She still had plenty of life left in her, but then the work dried up. Global opposition to whaling has been mounting for years.
Is that right?
The push to ban it has been gaining traction for a little over a decade. Individual species came under protection as the years went on. And then 2 years ago, the IWC adopted a moratorium on commercial whaling. Several countries, including Japan, fought it to the bitter end. But eventually, most whaling companies had no choice but to throw in the towel. You ever tried whale snake?
Can't say that I have.
When I was a kid in Japan, practically everybody ate it.
That good, huh?
The country was poor in those days, and whale was cheap. International opinions changed since then. In any case, that's why we were able to get a bargain price on the ship. Of course, we did end up spending 5 times the purchase price in modifications. We had to really work to fit in all the ESM and communications gear while keeping the whaler look intact. Right now, she's going around conducting SIGINT missions. In the future, we plan to use her as a communications relay base between you and Mother Base, and also as a chopper resupply vessel. Diamond Dogs. The word diamond originally comes from the Greek adamas. It means indomitable, unyielding. Other words for the stones often mean eternal bond, Fortitude. Or purity. The same is true of the Star of Bethlehem flowers you laid on the boss's grave. They represent innocence, as well as chastity, yielding to no man while maintaining one's virtue. In other words, staying loyal to something.
Boa. Bom, o que eu queria ter visto nessas fitas aqui era só da unidade Névoa. Eu pensei que eles iam falar mais sobre ela aqui. Quem já sabe não fale. Nós precisamos resgatar esse velho Cold Talker, galera. Quem tá chegando agora, em teoria esse velho tem a cura para a doença que está atacando, assolando a Mother Base. Caraca, elas têm a mesma parada da Quiet, caras.
It's the skulls. Damn it. So Cypher is behind this.
Development complete. Please specify a project. Development complete. Development complete. Development complete. Development complete. Development complete.
Caraca, brother.
Please specify a project. Please specify a project. Please specify a project.
Sem ganância, caras. Beleza, pássaro. Caraca, brother, minha base tá perdendo level, cara. Caraca, as mulheres sniper não me viram ainda, cara.
Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated.
No sign of those snipers. Did they give up? Whatever. Just get to the mansion. Pronto.
Caraca, brother.
They're with the PF Zero Risk Security. Looks like they're protecting the target.
Why don't you try interrogating them? They might know the target's exact location.
You're near the mansion. That's where you'll find the target code talker.
Analysis complete.
Caraca, galera.
Analysis complete.
Gerador. Vambora, galera.
Analysis complete.
Quase fiz merda. Quase fiz merda.
iDroid information updated. There's more than one entrance. How do you plan on sneaking in?
The map has been updated.
O cara me passou a entrada da mansão, cara. Entrada e saída. Caraca. Vai dar merda, mas eu vou tentar. Nossa, olha isso.
Subject on board. Leave the rest to us.
Caraca, galera, calma lá.
He's coming too. Roger that.
Ó, shh. Puta, deu merda. Meu caralho, galera, vambora! Precisamos ver isso, não é uma boa ideia. Caguei a porra da missão porque eu apertei o botão errado, cara. Eu levantei, cara.
Is somewhere inside the mansion in Lufla Valley. Find him and extract him.
Ué.
You're near the mansion. That's where you'll find a target code talker.
Foda, cara. Aquele cara ali eu precisava derrubar. O foda é derrubar os caras que se eu não tirar eles daqui, eles vão acordar. E ao tirar os caras daqui, o outro spota. Tem um cara em cima do outro ali. Sem ganância. Sem ganância. Vira pra lá, cara. Puta, entrou outro. Puta que pariu, cara. Emanuel, obrigado pelo follow, seja bem-vindo. Ô louco, Vini.
Analysis complete. Analysis complete.
cagada, fiz cagada.
PF zero risk security. Looks like they're protecting the target. Why don't you try interrogating them? They might know the target's exact location.
Ja, wat? Alles nuksie. What? Is je okay?
Caralho. É agora, galera. É agora, é agora.
iDroid information updated. There's more than one entrance. How do you plan on sneaking in?
Complete. Analysis. The map has been updated.
Cara, vou tentar extrair esse brother aqui. Vamos ver a merda que dá.
Analysis complete.
Deixa eu interrogar mais um. O velho tá aqui.
We know where to find the target. Do whatever it takes to bring Code Talker back.
The map has been updated.
Vambora, galera.
Subject on board. Leave the rest to us. Excellent work, boss. They don't even know you're there. Keep it up.
Caraca, brother.
I've been waiting, Tilich.
Tilich.
Or should I say,
Brother, é melhor você falar em português, cara.
That's him. That's Code Talker.
Look familiar? It's infecting my men. How do we kill it?
Silence. Or death.
Ele tá mostrando uma foto por um cego, cara.
Stay quiet. Your life depends on it. Sit. The parasite has infected your band. Those are its larvae. They enter the throat and attach themselves to the vocal cords.
Olha lá, galera.
They mimic the host's membranes flawlessly. No one can tell the difference. Upon reaching maturity, they mate. Sustained exposure to a particular sound triggers copulation. The resulting larva then feast on the host lungs, killing it. The particular sound is words. They attack only those who speak a certain language, not just one. I cannot say which language your parasites are attuned to. But silence is the best way to keep them from laying their children. This contains an herb that they dislike.
Caraca, vai dar uma fumada no cachimbo da paz, galera. Aquele bom narga.
That should deafen them for a while. You have bought yourself some time. Speak.
Is there a cure?
Once symptoms manifest, larvae have already infested the alveoli. At which point, nothing can be done. There is a way to halt the onset, which would prevent infection.
I need your help.
He stole the ones I sealed away, forced me to do his terrible work.
Skullface.
Even a country like America sways in his wake. I could not defy him. The fate of Dene lies in his hands. However, perhaps the Nishia led you here. If my children have upset the Rojun of the world, it falls to me to set it right.
You've secured the target, but he's too old to risk a full extraction. Put Code Talker in the chopper and return to base.
He claims they are the dream of every ruler since the dawn of time. Teach them your enemy's words, then unleash them on his lands, destroying only those who speak his tongue. He calls them his ethnic cleansers.
Ethnic cleansers? That's what Skullface is after. Then, in Zoya, Diabolo was... Boss, he's gonna wipe every language besides English off the face of the earth.
Ironic, isn't it? They gave us language, and now they take it away. It is thanks
Calma lá, galera.
Extraction arrived at Mother Base. Mission info has been updated.
Ah, o que porra é essa, brother?
Enemy presence detected. The map has been development project has been added. Development complete.
The guards are acting strange. Almost puppet-like. It could be the skulls. Damn it, they're controlling those soldiers. Be careful.
Caralho, brother.
Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated.
Fuck, caras. Fuck, caras. Porra, bicho!
Extraction arrived at Mother Base.
Yes, mission complete. Boss, that was exceptional. Boss, we found the bodies of the 2 missing intel team members in Lufwa Valley. We knew we wouldn't get them back alive, but still, it's a damn shame. Don't let their sacrifice go to waste, boss. We need to stop the epidemic at Mother Base.
Allah.
That old man, Code Talker, he's the only hope we've got.
Presta atenção, caras.
Tell me how to fight it.
I hid the answer in a microbe this one carries. It turns the male parasites into females, preventing reproduction. One parasite infecting another. However, it doesn't affect only the parasite. It alters the host as well. Your infection will be contained.
Tiberius, obrigado pelo follow,
You
cara.
and your men will also be rendered infertile. That is the price you must pay to regain your speech.
That freak show back there. They the work of your children too?
A different strain from the vocal cord parasite, known as the one that covers. It acts as the host's skin, providing strength in exchange for nourishment. But I did not know those men were infected. They were forced to serve him. Then steal my research. Have you seen one of their vehicles?
The 𝐏𝐄𝐀.
Captured a convoy they were escorting. Cargo, some kind of mineral.
What became of it? The metallic archaea.
Clouds ahead!
It's them.
Continua.
Boss, are you okay? So the vocal cord parasites that have infected Mother Base, they're ethnic cleansers designed to silence those who don't fit into Skullface's worldview. We can't allow him to have such power. Go over the mission details and get going ASAP.
Cara, isso aqui é muito errado, caras. É muito errado, brother. Como é que os caras param a narrativa daquele jeito e volta como se nada tivesse acontecendo, galera? É? Agora, galera, quem nunca viu esse Metal Gear, vocês vão começar a ver, cara, um show de horrores que vai ficar terrível, caras, no segundo capítulo. E quem já sabe não fale, tá? Quem nunca viu esse Metal Gear, cara, se preparem, brother, porque no segundo capítulo, cara, vai começar uma parada que você que não viu ainda, cara, você vai falar: não é possível que fizeram essa merda. Preste atenção, tá? Muita calma nessa hora. Sim, muletinha.
Please select a mission.
Arqueia metálica. Combata o ataque dos caveiras e retorne à base com Cold Talker. Uma névoa incomum acobertou a área. Os caveiras devem ser eliminados antes que ela se dissipe. Eu acho que os caveiras não pegavam... Acho que eles não sofrem dano não letal, cara. Não lembro. Quem já sabe não fale. Vai dar merda isso aqui. Vai dar merda isso aqui, caras. Arqueia metálica.
Clouds ahead!
It's them.
Com licença, comandante. O Elite Soldier continua...
Mais um mês de
lutando pelos
Maverick e teremos Metal Gear Survive para fechar o legado, nem fudendo, né, velho? Que vem abril e os lançamentos, porra, BRF, nem me fale, cara, tá chegando, my friend. Muito obrigado pelo 42º mês. Obrigado pelo suporte, pelos ganks insanos. Se aproxime, my friend. Quem tá chegando agora, se aproxime também, galera. A partir de agora não, já você vai ver, quem nunca viu esse game, a merda que fizeram. É. Se prepare. Se prepare. BRF, valeu mais uma vez, my friend. Vambora. Sim, BR. Resident Evil.
We are their quarry.
That missed is their work. We won't be able to send in another chopper for now. Cannot lose our talker.
Esqueci. Calma lá, galera. Calma lá. Essa missão aqui é desgraçada, cara. Essa missão aqui é desgraçada, cara. Esqueci dessa merda, cara.
been updated.
É, isso aqui não funciona.
Has been updated. Please, supplies requested. Supply drop complete.
Say hello to my little fucking friend!
Police supplies requested. Supply drop complete. Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated.
Holy fucking shit!
chopper. Get code talker to the LZ and wait there.
Mission info has been updated.
The fucking cara!
This is B-Quad. Arriving shortly at LZ.
Analysis complete.
This is B-Quad. Have arrived at LZ. Will stand by.
Analysis complete. Support helicopter has arrived.
You gotta extract him.
Caraca, eu tô extraindo os caras destransformados aqui, galera.
He's coming too. Roger that.
Analysis complete. Analysis complete.
You gotta extract him.
Complete. Analysis complete. Analysis.
Caralho, os caras são sinistros, brother. Calma lá, galera.
Subject on board. Leave the rest to us. He's coming too. Roger that.
𝐿 galera. O domínio, my friends.
Get in, boss.
Exatamente, Execution.
Extraction arrived at Mother Base.
Quem é esse velho? Esse velho se chama Code Talker, Magaren. É o cara que tem todas as respostas que nós precisávamos sobre esse vírus que está assolando a Mother Base. Porque ele é o cara que estava pesquisando o vírus.
Mission complete. Great work.
B de bosta. De acordo com o Code Talker, o vírus que está pegando a Mother Base é um vírus que mata as pessoas, dependendo da língua que elas estejam falando. Ou seja, vai ter um vírus que vai matar o cara que estiver falando inglês, porque aquele vírus ele sofre mutação é como se ele fosse ativado quando se fala inglês. Aí todo mundo que falar essa porra morre. Aí tem uma variante do vírus que mata o cara que fala português. E assim por diante. Isso é um tipo de vírus criado para destruir uma certa parte da população. É o vírus designado especificamente para destruir. Se você vai lá e fala e joga um vírus desse nos Estados Unidos, por exemplo, o vírus que sofre mutação com o idioma inglês, acabou Estados Unidos e assim por diante, né? Esse velho também tem a cura para o vírus. É um agente que, ao ser colocado em contato com o vírus, ele transforma o vírus macho em fêmea, fazendo com que o vírus não consiga se multiplicar. Ele falou que ao fazer isso, ao injetar esse agente numa pessoa infectada nos estágios iniciais, né, a pessoa consegue não ser alvo mais desse vírus. Mas, assim como o agente muda digamos assim, o vírus, transforma o vírus de masculino para feminino. Eu sei o que você está pensando agora, cara, tá? Mas não, ele não muda o sexo da pessoa que estiver injetando essa cura. tá? Não. Fique tranquilo. Certo? Mas, nos seres humanos que administrarem esse tipo de agente, você consegue anular o vírus no seu corpo, mas você ficará estéril. Certo? Basicamente isso, galera. Ô, louco, Punisher. Esse vírus tem alguma conexão com o vírus 𝐏𝐶𝐑? Um micro spoiler, Execution. Sim.
Skullface is no longer in Africa. The nuclear test was a success. Now they turned their knives on me.
Satellites didn't read any test. Neither did seismometers.
The detonation test took place 5 years ago in the southern Indian Ocean. The final test was the opposite, to prevent detonation.
You mean?
Skullface plans to sell nuclear weapons that he retains control of.
It's not like hawking small arms to militias.
Indeed. He plans to avoid detection by exporting minerals containing tiny amounts of uranium in the form of metallic archaea. Once on site, the metallic archaea enrich the uranium and weaponize it. Loaded onto all-terrain bipedal machines, they ensure any country, armed group, even the smallest terrorist cell, can become a nuclear power.
Bipedal. So that's why they needed Huey.
A nuke business to replace the arms business. And Skullface owns the market.
The very atmosphere of nukes, anywhere and everywhere. Deterrence on all sides.
So that's why he ran a non-detonation test.
Yes. Another metallic archaea instantly overrides the criticality generator. It fails safe only he controls. Any such weapon can be deactivated whenever he chooses, regardless of who owns it or their intent to use it.
Nukes. Controlled by a man, not a country.
If they proliferate, conventional nukes lose all value. Political, military, and economic. The two superpowers become powerless.
Os parasitas das cordas vocais e arqueia metálica. A gente vai ter que escutar essas fitas aqui, cara.
The R&D and medical teams have come up with a proposal for a new suit that applies Code Talker's research, the Parasite suit. Apparently, it can recreate some of the Skull's unusual abilities. But in order to use those abilities, it needs parasites. If you want to wear this suit, you're gonna need to get a hold of parasites by extracting skulls.
Caraca, bro, vou ter que extrair caveiras, galera.
We need to stop the epidemic at Mother Base.
About the pathogen spreading through Mother Base, what's your opinion?
Textbook symptoms of vocal cord parasite infestation. And judging from this casualty list, it is the 𝐒𝐃 strain, meaning a breed of parasite that triggers symptoms upon detecting pronunciation specific to 𝐒𝐃.
So how do we keep them from becoming symptomatic?
Use this. A type of Wolbachia. introduced to a sample of the parasite. The parasitic bacteria that colonizes the parasites, turning male to female and preventing copulation. We must cultivate more.
Thanks to Code Talker, we've managed to put a stop to any new vocal cord parasite infections. We couldn't save those already symptomatic, but everyone who survived has been released from the quarantine platform. Skullface will pay for this.
Ô louco, que escuta. Puta que pariu, Tacid. Pelo amor de Deus, cara. Olá, galera.
Again with the truth serum?
What are those legs made of? Titanium? All the way to the femur.
Metallic archaea.
Sahelanthropus. Where is it?
What?
We have to know before his plan is complete. Sahelanthropus is the final piece.
What are you talking about?
If the Soviets break out a mobile, controllable nuclear weapon, East-West relations will be right back at the Cuban Missile Crisis.
The Cold War returns to life, as countries without nuclear arsenals line up for what Skullface is selling. Nuclear weapons proliferate overnight. And on the
Do
brink of
Pioli!
annihilation,
Seja bem-vindo, cara.
the world maintains its balance.
But we know this is all just a shield, a ruse.
The cleansing parasites are what matter most. A WMD to eclipse even nukes, and the only one that can still be used. Skullface is the world's greatest threat, and Zero's. The pieces are in place. All that remains is to unveil Sahelanthropus in Afghanistan.
They can't activate it without me.
Bad Squirtle! Seja bem-vindo, brother. Vambora, galera. E passos vão chegando. Obrigado pelos follows, galera.
Okay, B-Zero. Sahelanthropus is beyond the Soviet base camp, in a lab built by the Soviet philosophers. That's what you're looking for. But I have no idea how he's controlling it. It wasn't designed to accommodate a human pilot. No! No! Wait!
Segura, bichão!
We got word from Afghanistan. Everyone at the Soviet base camp's dead. No sign of fighting. Parasites. Skullface's men then headed north. The target is 𝐏𝐾𝐑. That's where he'll activate Sahelanthropus. Unless we stop him, he'll go down in history a conquering victor. We can't let that happen. Wipe him out. Don't leave any trace of his existence.
I'm gonna need backup on this one.
You'll rendezvous on site.
Continua. Puta que pariu, cara. Olha a quantidade de fita cassete obtida, cara.
Please specify a project. Please specify a project.
Machete dos Caveiras. Vamos lá, caras. Calma lá. Os parasitas das cordas vocais.
About the pathogen spreading through Mother Base. You've seen everything we've got on the outbreak. What's your opinion?
Textbook symptoms of vocal cord parasite infestation. And judging from this casualty list, it is the Kikongo strain, meaning a breed of parasite that triggers symptoms upon detecting pronunciation specific to Kikongo.
So our Kikongo-speaking staff are at risk?
Quite so.
He's right. All the victims do speak Kikongo.
So they can survive if they just use another language?
There is no guarantee. You're only dealing with the Kikongo strain. Other language strains may be present. You well know he was teaching them languages from all over the world.
The Devil's House. Nzoya Badia Bulu.
There is no way to know how many strains he has at his disposal.
So how do we keep them from becoming symptomatic? You mentioned using microbes.
Use this. A type of Wolbachia. Introduced to a sample of the parasite.
Wolbachia?
a parasitic bacteria that colonizes the parasites, turning male to female and preventing copulation. You must cultivate more. What have you done with the infected bodies?
Cremated to stop the spread of infection, but we did keep a few for study.
Good. Take this sample, grind it to a pulp, and introduce it to the larvae now nesting in the dead. The Wolbachia will multiply rapidly within those larvae.
They're soldiers, not some petri dish.
Conventional cultivation methods will take too long. Extract the Wolbachia from those larvae and vaccinate your men. Kikongo speakers first. This is the fastest, surest way. No one is to speak a word of Kikongo until the Wolbachia are safely inside them. I will instruct your medical staff in detail on site. You have the appropriate facilities.
Yes, but
do not worry. I made a pact with your bit de Holone on the honor of the Dene. I speak no lies.
Keep an eye on him.
Will do. Follow me. I'll take you to the medical team.
Now, we must wait for the Wolbachia to multiply in the larvae.
How is the disease transmitted? If it's carried by insects or rodents, then...
There is no intermediate.
Olá, galera.
So, the vocal cord parasites lay their eggs in the larynx of the host. Most hatch and migrate to the lungs, but some are transported to the mouth through ciliary movement, mixing in with saliva.
Saliva. Droplet transmission.
Sneezing, coughing. Any food or water containing infected saliva. It would spread fast.
Indeed. And when the larvae migrate to the lungs, symptoms can resemble the early stages of a cold, making it easy
Corona, galera.
to others.
Meaning a simple conversation would be enough to pass it on.
Alright, so what happens after the larvae migrate to the lungs?
It is as I said before. They mature by feeding on alveolar tissue. It is only then that noticeable symptoms appear in the host.
And by that point, it's too late. He's infected everyone else. It's one hell of a weapon you've created.
That is what Blag Anna wanted. Something that would spread easily. In truth, he's not the reason. But we will discuss that another time.
The Wolbachia have multiplied. We're preparing to extract them and begin vaccinating. But is this really the only way? Sure, it'll prevent infection, but the cost?
You would rather remove their vocal cords?
No. Tactical communication's the linchpin of what we do.
What if we were to ban the use of Kikongo?
Insufficient. First, there is no guarantee that only the Kikongo strain is here. Second, there is the matter of how the parasites lay their eggs. Before they can copulate, they must be exposed to the pronunciation of a specific language for a period of time, like a container filling with water. But the duration between when the container is full and when the copulation actually begins varies from case to case. In other words, even if the infected stop speaking as a countermeasure, it may already be too late. The only true solution is to prevent copulation through the Wolbachia, or by physically removing the affected tissue.
Do any anti-parasitics work?
It sounds as though you have already tried.
Yeah. We tried every one there is, and nothing.
I have yet to find a medicine that can remove the parasites. At best, it temporarily covers their ears.
Why is that?
Because the parasites are companions to us. To remove them inevitably harms the host. companions. More than you think. And this is why the human immune system cannot eliminate them.
Caraca, brother. Calma lá, galera. Deixa eu escutar essas paradas aqui só pra gente não ficar pra trás nessas informações.
We've inoculated the staff with 𝐒𝐄𝐃 to keep them from becoming symptomatic.
That should also contain the infection.
How did this happen in the first place?
It has to have been a Cipher spy within our ranks.
If this is so, then why the Kakongo strain? If their intent was to wipe you out.
Skullface said the remaining English parasite was close to the boss. If this latest strain was his doing, he wouldn't have tipped his hand.
It is possible someone brought eggs onto the base without knowing. Stuck to their shoes, clothing.
Well, that makes the most sense to me.
And where did the eggs come from?
You mentioned that your boss visited Nzoya.
Sure, but his gear's disinfected immediately upon return.
Then he was not the carrier.
And not just the boss. All staff dispatched to high-risk regions were quarantined on the flight back. When the symptoms first appeared, we checked and disinfected all equipment used up to that point. Any and all prisoners, soldiers, materials, and animals extracted during missions were also quarantined.
So, that just leaves...
I have seen children around here. Where are they from?
All over. Some were being held hostage at a mine. Then there were the troublemakers at 𝐶𝐴𝐿𝐴.
𝐶𝐴𝐿𝐴?
Yeah.
Their clothes, their things. Did you burn them?
They're just kids. We couldn't... And besides, not one of them's shown symptoms.
The parasites don't infect prepubescent hosts. Their vocal cords are not fully developed.
Well, if infection doesn't occur in children...
It is possible they carried eggs on their clothes, and the infection spread from them.
Check the kid's stuff.
I doubt there is any trace left by now.
But if there is, some of those kids must be close to hitting puberty. How could we have missed this?
The name 𝐶𝐴𝐿𝐴 got quite a reaction from you. I'm guessing the Kakongo strain was released in that village.
Cipher used that region to experiment with vocal cord parasite transmission. The Kakongo strain. The settlements around the refinery upstream of 𝐶𝐴𝐿𝐴 were the proving grounds. They would infect one villager, then record transmission speed. Dangerous work. If they failed to contain the infection, it would slip into the surrounding regions.
At which point the world found out about the parasites, making them useless as a weapon. Incredible they'd risk such a thing.
The test site was densely populated too. A terrible place for such experiments. No doubt, they thought burning everything would wipe away all traces. The settlements were covered in oil anyway. Who would wonder if one day they caught fire? And so it did. They burned it all. Living and dead.
Those remains.
But they miscalculated. Transmission speed was far faster than anticipated. It may have been the temperature, or hygiene standards, or perhaps the parasites reacted quickly to Kakongo. Whatever the reason, nearly all villages were swiftly infected, and the settlements reduced to mounds of corpses. Making matters worse, the dry season was ending. When it came time to burn the village, the Moneni River had swelled. Many of the bodies were waterlogged.
Meaning they didn't burn completely.
The corpses still contained viable eggs, and the larvae washed downstream. And when the people downstream drank that water...
That marked the end for 𝐶𝐴𝐿𝐴.
I learned all of this at the mansion. I warned him of the risk of eggs getting out.
And?
We are prepared for any eventuality.
I get it. Putting the oil field back online. The oil leaks, saner. They plan to pollute the river, prevent the spread of infection.
But the oil flow was stopped, and downstream the people of Massa village started using the water again. The PF soldiers deployed at the village were locals, spoke Kikongo. They were infected, and the kids survived.
I've heard enough.
And who stopped the flow of oil?
Don't!
We did.
That confirms it. The source of the Kikongo strain infection was Massa village. And the children brought it here. It is no one's fault.
Olha lá, galera.
There is no blame to be cast.
The parasites, they were tested in other regions?
Their physiology requires that they be tested under varied conditions. Another test site was in Afghanistan.
So it was the parasites there.
Both the Pashto and Tajik languages are spoken in the mountains of Afghanistan, and population density is low. Ideal testing grounds for how accurately the parasites target only the specified language. It is also relatively easy to prevent the spread of infection.
And the results?
The first test, I am told, was a success. Once the Pashtun Mujahideen were infected with the Pashto strain, they were all but wiped out.
The Hamid fighters at Smasei Fort.
It was doubly successful. No Tajik Mujahideen or Soviet soldiers became symptomatic.
So the parasites proved to be effective. What about the second test?
Also supposedly a success. A Pashtun village was the target. However, the original aim was to obtain samples of the infected. In this, they failed.
And the village?
The Soviets enacted a standard scorched earth operation.
That must have been the village where Malak lived, before being held captive at La Marjate Palace.
Having had more time to think on it, the details shared with me may have been false.
Rain
They are madmen who would do anything to cover up the truth.
They certainly seem to like tossing their problems in the fire.
As a boy, Skullface's life went up in flames. Perhaps that is what fuels his fixation with fire.
Your Wolbachia stopped the infection all right, but I still don't get it. How can a few bacteria change males to females? I know they're only bugs, but...
It is not such a rare thing in the natural world. Many insects and nematodes are infected with Wolbachia.
But why?
They nest in the cell cytoplasm of the host, even in the egg cells, with the result that the offspring are born infected.
Mother-to-child transmission.
However, Wolbachia cannot nest in sperm because they do not have cytoplasm. So even a successful infection of a male ends after a single generation. This means the Wolbachia must resort to maximizing the population of infected females.
Sounds like an ethnic cleansing campaign on a tiny scale.
Gender change from male to female is their survival tactic.
So more females means more Wolbachia carriers, so it can keep thriving in the following generations.
But the parasites in a human host are supposed to be a mating pair. If there's no male, there'll be no offspring at all. It's killing itself.
Slow down. This tactic is intended for environments where a single male can copulate with multiple females. Originally, the Wolbachia did not infect the vocal cord parasites. I created a mutated strain, modifying the Wolbachia so that it could infect monogamous pairs. The Wolbachia's greatest multiplying tactic, the male-to-female change. worked against itself in the monogamous parasites. Just as you said. Then, I performed repeated selection of Wolbachia strains until I achieved 100% certainty of male-to-female conversion.
Creating female-female pairs, unable to reproduce.
And you say the Wolbachia affects the host of the host, that is, us, cutting off our means to reproduce?
It is almost certain. Of course, we will not turn.
Olá, galera.
After all, mammals possess no natural gender-changing function. But some Wolbachia strains can cause cytoplasmic incompatibility in the host.
Is that some cell deformity?
Put simply, it means the altered sperm of infected males kill the female's egg on contact.
And that's happened to us?
Yes. And yet, what occurs in humans is not just simple CI. To date, there are no cases of Wolbachia affecting humans. The fact that this strain causes this effect, is it the vocal cord parasite's affinity with humans? I do not know enough to say for sure.
So the parasite warps the host. Reminds me of what Skullface said.
It is the way of all organisms to create their own optimal environment. Just look at you and this base. Organisms that cannot do this are doomed to extinction. The difference with parasites is that their environment is another organism. That creates a connection between life and life. Parasitism, symbiosis, or death. In this way, the host too is challenged to adapt.
Caraca, brother. Caraca, eu preciso saber dessas paradas aqui, cara. Que é essa fucking arqueia metálica que destrói o metal, cara?
Code Talker, what are the metallic archaea?
Volcanic craters spewing
Olha lá, olha lá.
water hot enough to boil your skin off. Ocean depths of 800 plus atmospheres. Wastelands radioactive enough to kill you where you stand. There are groups of organisms that survive despite. No. Because of living in such environments.
I've heard about them. Extremo something.
Extremophiles. By selecting certain species, then subculturing and repeatedly modifying them, I created a metallic offspring of pure archaea. They subsist on metals rather than organic matter.
Olha lá, galera.
Some of them even consume uranium?
Yes. Uranium enrichment archaea metabolize only uranium-235. As a result, they produce weapons-grade enriched uranium.
How is that possible?
Consider how plants fractionate carbon isotopes when they conduct photosynthesis. Nature possesses abilities beyond our imagination.
So it was archaea that brought down your chopper?
Corrosive archaea, yes. They oxidize metals, feeding off the energy in the electrons they receive. What became of the wreckage?
We had the R&D team retrieve samples for study in airtight plastic containers, of course.
Prudent. We shall extract archaea from it in good time. They should help you fight back against Plaga Anna.
Any chance we could start now? It doesn't have to be a lot. I might just have another use for them.
If it's only a small amount you need.
That's fine. I'll get the R&D team to assist. Let's go.
South Africa was previously suspected of developing nuclear weapons. It already had a conspicuous presence at the UN because of apartheid and its armed expansionism. But when neighboring Angola and Mozambique became socialist countries in '74, South Africa felt hounded into a corner. So it accelerated its nuclear program to protect itself. 3 years later, the Soviets discovered a test facility, and 2 years after that, an American satellite observed a flash in the southern Indian Ocean. It said this was South Africa conducting a nuclear test with the help of a certain ally. Skullface used the situation in South Africa to get this ally to lend a hand. They both wanted nukes, so it was a mutually beneficial relationship. On the surface, anyway.
I figure South Africa started getting serious about nuclear weapons production in '75. In '74, the government was still able to get by with bluffing that it had a nuclear arsenal. But the year after, word spread that an independent armed group in the Caribbean was crushed by Cypher for possessing a WMD. That's right, boss. What happened to you and your men was the reason South Africa decided to push ahead with nuclear development. A force independent of any country getting its hands on a nuke. That was a threat to the existence of countries everywhere. It wasn't just South Africa. Your presence pushed a lot of countries to get nukes. The world was scared of you. You were a threat to more than just the Cold War. If nations are gears in a machine, you had the power to smash them loose and watch the whole world grind to a halt.
Caraca, brother. Depois a gente escuta o resto, caras. Vambora. Vou dar mais uma... Vou fazer mais uma quest aqui, Energetic. É muito áudio, cara. O foda é que, como vocês viram ali, tem muito áudio importante, cara. E se a gente não escuta esses áudios, a gente não entende um monte de coisa do jogo, cara. Va bene. Deixa eu só ver uma parada aqui.
Please specify a project.
Bora.
Please select a mission.
𝐒𝐿𝐹𝐴CE, galera. O 𝐒𝐿𝐹𝐴CE ocupou o Departamento Secreto Soviético de Desenvolvimento de Armas 𝐏𝐇𝐀𝐍 e avançou seu plano para a fase final. Impeça que a arma bípede ereta, capa, Sahelanthropus, seja posta em combate e vingue-se de 𝐒𝐿𝐹𝐴CE, caras. Vambora. Se preparem, caras. Se preparem, caras.
The research facility Emmerich was talking about is north of the Soviet base. That's where Skullface is keeping Sahelanthropus before setting it loose in Afghanistan. There's a good chance he's got nukes, too.
Boss, we need to figure out what Skullface is up to. If you make contact with him, get him to talk. The ethnic cleansing parasites, Sahelanthropus. Find out what his plans are.
Skullface's plans are on the verge of fruition. We need to stop him while we still can.
Muita calma nessa hora, caras.
Soviet soldiers in that area are all dead. Apparently XOF unleashed the Russian parasite strain. To isolate the facility, they first spread reports of a chemical weapon leak. The infection won't spread into the surrounding regions. Still, to think they just exterminate the men who work with them all this time. Skullface must be making his final play. Snuck into the cargo on board the chopper. His idea of an escape attempt? Who can say? We'll think of how to deal with him later.
Snake, do you read me? I know more than anyone about OKB-0 and Sahelanthropus. Boss, I've made up my mind. I want to be of use to you, not him. Let me work to pay for what I've done. I'll prove it, that I've always been your ally.
Boss, I'll be focused on coordinating backup here at Mother Base. The chain of command is still in place. If you have orders, give them through Miller as usual.
Skullface is in OKB-0. Start by making contact with him. The facility itself is under the control of XOF, Cypher's Strike Force. We have no hard data on their force strength, so your judgment in the field will be key. Boss, we're finally here. Find Skullface and take everything from him.
Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated.
XOF has occupied the facility. Skullface must be close.
Ah!
Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated.
Não, vai tomar no meio do meu cu, cara. Que porra é essa, brother? Mas que porra é essa, cara? Nego Albino, seja bem-vindo, brother. Caraca, brother.
Make contact with Skullface. Head for the silo at the facility's northernmost point.
Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated.
Não, os caras mexendo comigo, cara. Agora fudeu. Agora fudeu, galera.
XOF has occupied the facility. Skullface must be close.
Caralho, brother.
Analysis complete.
Na bunda. Na bundinha. Não pegou, cara? Isso, garoto. Desgraçado que tinha me matado tava aqui, cara. Acho que pegou no capacete, não, deu boa. Deu boa, deu boa. Como é que o cara acordou, cara?
Fire!
Holy shit! Bora, galera, rápido.
Fire! Fire!
Make contact with Skullface. Head for the silo at the facility's northernmost point.
Fire!
Puta merda, tinha uma fucking Claymore ali, cara! Tá de boa, tá de boa. Eu tinha eliminado todos os caras aqui, galera. Vambora. Caralho, brother.
Analysis complete.
Vambora, vambora, vambora. Claymore ali, ó. Caraca, brother.
Analysis complete.
You gonna extract him?
Analysis
Get down.
complete.
The enemy sniper. Stay low and crawl along the ground. That should enable you to sneak past enemies. Subject on board. Leave the rest to us.
Cara, tem sniper aqui dentro.
Drop supplies requested.
Deixa eu pegar suprimentos aqui, galera, antes de eu entrar nesse lugar. Meu caneco, vambora, galera.
Supply drop complete.
Pô, tem uma entrada por aqui, cara.
gates to go.
At Mother Base.
Still all quiet at the silo. No sign of Skullface or his Goliath.
Surely they can't already have... No, never mind.
Caraca, galera.
Analysis complete.
Caraca, galera. Cara, tem um fucking cara ali, galera. Quiet, vai.
Fire!
Caraca, galera, vambora. Caraca, vambora, cara! Não, muletinha. É que aqui, cara, na real, essa impressão... Dá essa impressão, brother. Porque aqui o jogo, ele é bem mais fluido. Nossa... Nossa, brother.
Hey, you okay?
Fire!
Câmeras de segurança. O jogo é mais fluido, muletinha. O jogo tem infinitamente mais recursos que os antigos, né? Se você pegar o Metal Gear do MSX, que foi o primeiro Metal Gear lançado lá em 1987, cara, tinha uma série de fatores que dificultavam a jogabilidade do game, né? Isso a gente consegue ver também no Metal Gear Solid 2, cara, que já era pro Play 2. Pô, Metal Gear Solid 2, cara, tem um controle muito merda de personagem, de câmera. Isso fode, cara. Deixa mais difícil o gameplay, né? Esse game aqui, ele tem uma câmera muito boa, né? Ai, Quiet tinha que ter sido mais rápida, cara. Puta que sacanagem, galera. Puta que sacanagem, cara. Pontuação energética. Você pode matar todo mundo se você quiser.
Make contact with Skullface. Head for the silo at the facility's northernmost point.
Ainda bem que veio aqui. Aí na pressa faz merda.
Make contact with Skullface. Head for the silo at the facility's northernmost point.
Fire!
Acho que alguém viu.
Fire! Fire!
Pô, Quiet, você tem que ser mais rápida que eu. Fudeu, estão pegando a Quiet.
Stay low and crawl along the ground. That should enable you to sneak past enemies. Fire on the target. Out! Roger that. CP, this is 𝐿9. No further enemy movement. Mortar strike appears successful. Over. This is CP. Understood. Check it out immediately and give us a sit rep. Out. You gotta extract him.
Sacanagem, cara.
𝐒𝐿 has occupied the facility. Skullface must be close.
Ninguém me viu ainda, mas viram aí a Quiet. Agora me viram. Vai chupar. Caralho, cara. Porra, cara. Porra, brother.
Make contact with Skullface. Head for the silo at the facility's northernmost point.
Ah, matar é muito fácil, galera. Qualquer jogo stealth sair matando é a parada mais fácil que tem. Modo Rambo é modo leite com pera.
Analysis complete.
Aquele cara tá me fudendo a passagem, cara. Aí corre o risco de eu estourar o bicho e outro cara ver que nem antes. Vai. Quem que você tirou, cara? Ah, mano, ela atirou em outro cara, brother. Você tá atirando, Quiet. Vai tomar no seu cu, minha querida. Puta que pariu, cara. Mas que caralho, minha querida. A gente tem que trabalhar em equipe nessa porra, cara.
Contact with Skullface. Head for the silo at the facility's northernmost point. 𝐿𝐄𝐓 has occupied the facility. Skullface must be close.
Fudeu. Cadê o brother? Merda. Três, dois, um. Beleza, caras.
Clouds approaching.
Sem ganância, caras.
Analysis complete.
Cara, dá um cagaço de extrair esses putos, cara. Fora que eu tenho que extrair porque eles vão acordar se eu não extrair essa porra aqui. Caralho, brother. A chance dos caras spotarem é over 9,000. Venha, brother. Fudeu. Fudeu.
The map has been updated.
Não, seu desgraçado! Rápido, cara! Fudeu pra caralho. Vai. Será que dá? Meu caralho, brother, ninguém me veja, pelo amor do Santo Cristo, cara.
Extraction arrived at Mother Base.
All right, you're through the second gate. Only one gate left. From here on in, you're in the enemy's headquarters.
Something's wrong. But it has to be here.
Uma câmera, galera. Holy fucking shit! Nossa, brother! Nossa, brother! Pois é, Mr. Agatha.
contact with Skullface. Head for the silo. All right, you're through the second gate. Only one gate left. From here on in, you're in the enemy's headquarters.
Something's wrong. But it has to be here.
XOF has
Um
occupied
brother
the
ali,
facility.
cara.
Skullface must be close.
Mas acho que não foi o brother, foi uma câmera que me viu. O que foi isso, cara?
CP, this is Delta 4. No noise just now. We're approaching to investigate. Over. This is CP. Understood. Be careful. Out.
O jogo tá roubando, cara.
The map has been updated.
Make contact with Skullface. All right, you're through the second gate. Only one gate left. From here on in, you're in the enemy's headquarters.
Something's wrong. But it has to be here.
Fazer o seguinte, caras.
Kept you waiting, huh? 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 Kept you waiting, huh?
Bora, cara!
Kept you waiting, huh?
isso, cara? Você tá tirando com a minha cara, brother. Mano, você tá tirando com a minha cara, brother.
We're seeing things.
Cara, tem que rir, cara. Mano, tem que rir, brother. Ruka Nunes, obrigado pelo follow, cara.
Sandstorm approaching.
𝐿𝐄𝐓 has occupied the facility. Skullface must be close.
Narude, caras.
Analysis complete.
He's coming too. Roger that.
Holy fucking shit. Holy shit. Holy shit. Holy fucking shit. Holy shit. Holy shit.
Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated. Clouds approach. Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated.
broadcast to us.
Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated. Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated.
Has arrived. Don't let Skullface get away. Stop him at the heliport.
Map has been updated.
Boss, can you see the heliport? Skullface is right there. Make contact with him and make him talk. We have to stop him before his plan is set in motion. Sahelanthropus is somewhere inside there. First of all, make contact with Skullface. Don't kill him yet. We need him to talk first.
Nunca fui visto nesse jogo, cara. Vambora. First try, cara.
You too have known loss, and that loss torments you still. You hope hatred might someday replace the pain, but it never goes away. It makes a man hideous, inside and out. Wouldn't you agree? We both are demons. Our humanity won't return. You, me, we've no place to run, nowhere to hide. And that is why I'll show you my demon. Follow me, big boss!
If it comes to that. That's our leverage against him, our deterrent. He doesn't want a war on his hands.
Whatever the Navajo told you, it's just one possible solution derived by Cypher. My will is different. I've known you since your time at Langley. I've long been the other side of your coin. 1964, Soviet territory. Fox's first mission. Any mess you made, I was there to clean up. You completed your task, and admirably. The information you returned was far more than enough to fill our pockets. With it, our futures became, more or less, set in stone. And then the Major came to me with an idea. Washington doesn't know how to spend money, he said. I'd like to redirect it. His goal was an organization dedicated solely, covertly, to supporting America. Cypher. You know the rest. To him, it was mourning the loss of his friend. Or rather, an act of revenge on the world. But America most of all. America is a country of liberty, a meeting of immigrants. Instead of simply assimilating, its citizens live alongside others. Their roots are very diverse. America's never been made up of just one. But he tried to forge a single consciousness for it and from it. The idea that every citizen would use free will to unite behind their country. Unilateralism like that can't be entrusted to any one individual. So the Major sought a system that used information, words, to control the subconscious.
Vai ter uma parte muito constrangedora agora, galera, em minha opinião.
To unite America and the entire world. The Major thought this was his friend's will, but I think he never understood what she wanted. Before he ever walked or cried, even before he was born, his mother tongue was English. He doesn't know the pain of losing his own language. Not yet. He cannot understand her will. I do. I was born in a small village. I was still a child when we were raided by soldiers. Foreign soldiers. Torn from my elders, I was made to speak their language. With each new post, my masters changed, along with the words they made me speak. Words are peculiar. With each change, I changed too. My thoughts, personality, how I saw right and wrong. War changed me, and not only my visage. Words can kill. I was invaded by words, growing and breeding inside me. A philosopher once said, "It is no nation we inhabit, but a language." Make no mistake, our native tongue is our true fatherland. My fatherland. My truth was stolen from me. And so was my past. All that's left is the future. And mine is revenge. On those who leech off the words of their fellow man. This is what I learned from the Major. And then it hit me. It was he who should feel my wrath. He and the code he chose as basis for control. Language codes, information codes, beamed all around us, genetic codes spanning history. By controlling the codes, Cypher Zero intends to unify. Codes implanted into our heads, sucking our minds dry as it spreads from one host to the next. A parasite upon this earth. That is what Zero is. As one born into this world, he's afflicted. I hold him responsible for killing my freedom. Killing all traces of my past. Killing any promise of a future. We are all but dead men forced to walk upon this earth. A world reduced to zero. Cypher plans to use its codes to control the world. They think they can. And the mother tongue of all those codes is English. The Word became flesh. The final parasite. It knows English. An English strain of the vocal parasite. I will exterminate the English language. With this, I'll rid the world of infestation. All men will breathe free again, reclaim their past, present, and future. This is no ethnic cleanser. It is a liberator. To free the world from zero. Let the world be. Sans lingua franca, the world will be torn asunder. And then it shall be free. People will suffer, of course. A phantom pain. The world will need a new common tongue. A language of nukes. My metal years shall be the thread by which all countries are bound together in equality. No words will be needed. Every man will be forced to recognize his neighbor. People will swallow their pain. They will link lost hands. And the world will become one. This war is peace.
E agora a gente vai um percurso dos dois se encarando, se apaixonando ali, galera. Tipo, porra, cara! Ele podia falar a porra da viagem inteira. Não é mesmo? E agora eles vão se namorando, galera. Ó. Caralho, brother. Esse trecho, cara. Esse trecho é muito desnecessário, na minha opinião, cara. É extremamente desnecessário pra mim, cara. Eles podiam ter colocado essa música numa parte mais massa, né? Mas enfim. Sim, velho.
When the world witnesses Sahelanthropus, the hands of the doomsday clock will roll on, regardless of zero. Sahelanthropus will take the first giant step into a brave new world. It is the bell with which a world trodden upon by words declares its independence.
Não, o que tá pra acontecer, galera, vocês não vão entender, cara. Quer dizer, vocês vão entender. Mas não dá pra entender por que decidiram isso. Presta atenção. Não é agora, vai demorar um bom tempo, na verdade. Quando aconteceu o aviso. Você tá puxando a tua arma pra quê, Big Pop?
Remember the Alamo.
Tem 75 caras mirando em você, cara.
This is 𝐒𝐋 on station to provide cover. Get us a line of fire. Roger that.
We're not the only demons in this world. Like you, vengeance is all he has. It's man's thirst for revenge that drives the times. Just as you live because of me, he lives because of you. Show him! Wait! Who is doing this? Such a lust for revenge? Who?
Porra, é muito... Puta da raiva, cara. Por que caralhos para nessas horas, brother? Não pode parar a porra do jogo assim, cara. Caraca, brother, é muito quebra-clima isso, cara. Caralho, cara. Como é que os caras param a porra do troço no meio ali, cara? Puta que pariu, cara. E aí rola um crédito, tá ligado? Ai, cara. Puta que pariu, cara. Porra, na hora do clímax, na hora da treta, continua. Porra, bicho. Caraca, é mais broxante que o cara que dava spoiler pra gente no início do Dragon Ball, cara. Episódio de hoje, Goku morre. Porra, deixa eu assistir a parada, tá ligado? Não quebra a porra do fucking clímax do troço, cara. Pelo amor de Deus, cara. Hein? Caralho, cara, é muito pedir isso, cara. Hein?
Please specify a project.
Tu faz a mesma coisa, só que tu não fala continua, tu fala... Perfeito timing, Punisher. Perfeito timing, my fucking friend. Maverick, eu sou novo no canal, cara. E agora? E agora, fique tranquilo, tá? Porque a continuação daquele continua vai ser hoje, às 7 horas da noite, galera, tá? Quem chegar às 7 horas da noite vai ver outra coisa que me deixou extremamente puto jogando esse jogo, tá? O que, Maverick? Chega às 7 horas da noite aí que você vai ver, tá? Vocês viram um momento extremamente constrangedor, que é aquele trecho completamente bizarro e desnecessário do Snake olhando o Skullface, cara, com a música rolando no fundo. Aquela música poderia ter sido muito melhor utilizada em outro momento do jogo, né? Uma cinemática sinistra, sei lá. Mas não numa carona do Snake ali com o Skullface, os dois se olhando em silêncio, cara, aquilo foi extremamente bizarro. Mas calma, o pior está por vir, cara, tá? Você que está vendo o jogo pela primeira vez deve estar se perguntando, pô, Maverick, mas eu tô vendo o jogo, ele tem um gráfico bonito, ele tem uma jogabilidade maneira, a história estou achando meio complicada de entender, mas tá indo, beleza. Por que você não gosta muito desse game? Você vai ver, cara. Realmente, o início do jogo é bem maneiro. Sim, a jogabilidade é absurdamente fodástica. Pra mim é a melhor jogabilidade do Metal Gear, da franquia Metal Gear. Mas, caras, vocês vão ver o vazio que vai vir mais pra frente. Vocês vão ver o rombo na alma, cara, que vai vir muito em breve. Aquele soco, cara, que atravessou o peito, puxou o coração pra fora, assim, batendo ainda, e explodiu o coração, entende? Do fã de Metal Gear, caras. O que, Maverick? Quem já sabe não fale, caras, tá? Começamos a live amanhã, 7 horas da noite, com uma das primeiras coisas que começou a me deixar bem puto com o jogo, cara. E eu não tô falando do farm aqui, que o farm, a essa altura do campeonato, na época do lançamento, eu tava putaço, cara. Só que eles nerfaram o farm do jogo brutalmente, eu já falei isso pra vocês. As coisas que eu tenho hoje, nesse gameplay que vocês estão vendo aqui, cara, eu nem sonhava em ter quando o jogo lançou. Porque quando o jogo lançou, cara, o farm era escroto. Vocês não estão entendendo. O farm era tão escroto que eu não podia, às vezes, usar Fulton, cara, que é aquele balão distrair no meio da fase, porque eu não tinha dinheiro pra usar Fulton, cara. Ou eu queria usar a Quiet, mas eu precisava do carro pra levar pra missão, porque a distância era escrotamente enorme na missão. E eu não podia levar o carro porque eu não tinha ponto pra levar o carro, cara. Ou Eu precisava de munição, cara, pra minha arma no meio da fase, porque tinha acabado. E eu não tinha dinheiro pra chamar recurso no meio da fase, cara, pra eles droparem a caixinha lá. Era nesse nível que o farm era quando o jogo foi lançado, cara. Você ou fazia missão pra caralho, juntava o que você podia, cara, de recurso, ou você tava fudido. Eu ganhei um achievement agora, nessa playthrough que eu tô fazendo aqui, de ter construído todas as estruturas da Mother Base, cara. Porque a primeira vez que eu joguei, eu não fiz todas as estruturas. Por que, Maverick? Porque precisava farmar pra caralho, cara. Eu não cheguei a nem fazer as armas douradas do jogo que eu tô fazendo agora. Por que, Maverick? Porque precisava farmar pra caralho, cara. Então, pelo menos, essa nerfada violentíssima no farm eles fizeram, né? Mas, infelizmente, caras, o pior problema do jogo não era esse. O pior problema do jogo, vocês vão ver, talvez a partir de hoje, às 7 horas da noite. O que, Maverick? Veja, e quem já sabe, não fale, cara. O pior está por vir. Quem não conhecia vai descobrir a dor fantasma, literalmente. Exatamente, BRF. Exatamente. Saulex, eu preciso terminar o Metal Gear essa semana, porque semana que vem lança Half-Life, tá? Então, a única certeza que eu tenho é, essa semana o Metal Gear não passa. Semana que vem, Half-Life, certo? E depois, Resident Evil, tá? E depois Final Fantasy VII, exatamente. Não, Survive não, querido. Du, não sei se eu vou pegar ele, Sadman, nesse início aí. Ele vai vir com os dois pés no meu rim. E é um jogo que é rápido de zerar, cara. Então, por mais que eu tenha certeza que o Doom vai ser absurdamente fodástico, eu não sei se vou pegar ele no lançamento, tá? The Last of Us. The Last of Us a gente vai fazer perto do lançamento dele, tá? O 1 e depois o 2, né? Mas enfim, galera. Eu espero todos vocês, soldados do Esquadrão MAV, hoje, 7 horas da noite. Vamos ver o início da queda de Metal Gear Solid 5, The Phantom Pain. Soldados do Esquadrão MAV, vocês estão dispensados. Até daqui a pouco.